So the rumor is Steve Mnuchin, the Secretary of the Treasury, the U.S. Treasury, is contemplating regulations for these self-hosted wallets. And we're not sure what those regulations would be, but Brian Armstrong responded in force, saying it's a bad idea. And recently, Congressman Warren Davidson put out a letter with a few other signatories, also asking them to rethink these coming possible regulations.
Yep. The Brian Armstrong thing was kind of weird because he basically came out of nowhere saying that this is a bad idea when whatever this is hasn't really been announced yet.
Yeah, so we don't really know what it means, but it's an attempt to regulate quote unquote self-hosted wallets. And I think it's also a bad thing. Like, even though people are coming out against it, they're also using this terminology called a self-hosted wallet when that's just a wallet and that's just your keys. But they're framing it like it's the oddity when that's the norm, and custodial services are what should be the oddity.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I don't think it's good. It's not good progress for kind of your wallet to be considered like self-hosted and have more regulations on it. But
Yeah.
it's not surprising though. It's kind of like I see it in equivalent with like banks and cash, right? So self-hosted wallet is kind of like cash, right? It's something that the banks can't track, and you have more privacy with it. So if you try to withdraw a lot of cash from your bank, you'll get asked a lot of questions, right? If you ever try to withdraw like $10,000, for example, of cash, they're gonna ask you like, why do you need that money?
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar, right? If you're trying to withdraw your Bitcoin from these custodial services to your own wallet, the government wants to ask you, like, what are you doing with it? So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate.
But it's misleading in a way. Like, if you were to say we're considering regulating self-garaged cars, people would be up in arms, right? And
Yeah,
that means you have to keep your car in some parking garage. And there's another part of it which they don't tell you, which is you have to give your car keys to them to hold on to. And you go there and sign a paper and say, I want to take my car out for a drive. And they'll ask you where you're going and then give you your car keys. And then you got to put it back at night. But people would not stand for that, right? It would just be ridiculous. Like, screw that.
yeah. People will find ways around it. I mean, if for example, if Coinbase wouldn't let you withdraw your Bitcoins to your own self-hosted wallet using their terminology, then people won't use Coinbase, right? It's ridiculous. So they'll use other exchanges or buy their Bitcoins differently. So, and I think Brian Armstrong and Coinbase would fight hard against that. It's not Bitcoin.
Well, I think everyone's going to fight hard on it. I think Coin Center will probably end up fighting it if that comes to pass. But
Yeah.
hopefully they'll rethink it and not push it out in a hurried manner, because I think his term is ending soon, right? So it's not a good idea to push out some regulation half-heartedly.
Yeah, it's maybe it's all nothing though. Maybe it's just talk and nothing will happen. So it might be nothing to worry about.
Yeah, hope not. I think it's bad if they do pursue this route, though. It's just going to cause a lot of havoc.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's our hot take. Tell us what you think in the comment section. See you guys next time. Bye.